Hey everyone, welcome back. Video this week's a bit of a hodgepodge. Well, not really. It's taken us 2 weeks to shoot. Normally we do a video weekly, but the weather's not been playing ball, nor is the weather app or the weather forecasting, so we've jumped around quite a lot. I think we're just about on top of our game for spring this year. I think we're better prepared than we were last year. Hopefully we yield better results. I don't care what you say, JR. I think she's hot enough for the channel.
Pardon?
I'm just telling JR, I think you're hot enough for the channel. You're hot enough for the channel. Okay, so today, getting stuck into the cucumber bed initially, getting it leveled after the floods, putting thicker cardboard down, filling up with soil, putting climbing stuff up, etc, etc. That's one of today's jobs.
One of this month's jobs.
Don't say it like that, because you make it sound like we've got all month to do it.
No.
Because there's so many other jobs that have to be done.
But the good news is we haven't got rain for 4 days, which we thought we were getting tomorrow.
Can you trust the weather app though? Remember they told us we're getting 10 days non-stop rain just a few days ago.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but if they keep spraying us like bugs, who knows, eh? Okay, so we're almost ready to put the cardboard down, give it a good soaking, and then start backfilling with our compost that the chickens have been working over for us. Mandy's just digging out all the old wood chip that we used for paths. What we're going to do is we're going to put down a weed fabric between the beds here, try and keep the grass from coming through, try and keep it looking neat. That's half the first bed done with cardboard. Now we just need to wet it and then start filling with soil. Guess we should take that label off, eh? Time to give the cardboard a thorough soaking. Nice and wet. And then we'll go and fit some of our homemade compost and start backfilling it. Mandy's turn. We're going to come back with some of that other soil on top of it.
Yeah.
Eh? Yeah. I think that should give it some decent feed. Fresh compost. Eh?
I think so.
Yeah. So first layer of compost down, wetted nicely. We're going to leave that for a couple of days because I think we've introduced a whole lot of grass seedlings. So before we put the next layer on, we'll get that all weeded out. Lunchtime. More peas going in. Those over there. Potatoes are coming in nicely now. Barring any more floods and that, hopefully we should get a decent harvest. Peas are going. Infinite leeks. Amazing. Who knew? Peas in the hoop house are going crazy. Lettuce as well. Wow. Those peas have grown like almost overnight. Amazing. So that lettuce was harvested beyond an inch of its life. Let's see if it comes back. Morning everyone. Today we got to get stuck into the vegetable beds. Looks like we've got about 5 or 6 days before spring hits, as well as the weather forecast saying so. The locals in the area have told me I've got about maximum 10 days before spring hits, so we've got to get these done. We started on the cucumber bed. We've got half of it done. Ran out of cardboard, so I managed to get some more, so we're going to crack on with that today. Hopefully we can get the first bed finished. We've done half. I'd like to get the second bed done as well, so we can get the weed fabric in and stapled in place between the first two. It's supposed to be raining today, but gut says it's not going to be. Andy's tending to her transplants, seeds, whatever.
Huh?
You're tending to your transplants. What are those? Apricot trees, hopefully.
Apricot trees. Yeah.
Carrots.
Coming. From seed.
Yeah. Hey, check that out. It's actually got a leaf. I don't know if you can see that. I can't. Yeah, there it is there.
It's pink. You can see it.
Yeah.
Right there. This?
Yeah. And that one there.
Yeah.
That's even greener. Wow. Maybe it's because I'm not getting fed. Oh, sorry, I'll take that back. You handed me a bowl with cornflakes and sugar and milk this morning. I'll take it back.
Really?
I shouldn't complain, eh? It's better than I've been getting for the last few months, eh?
Just because we've got chickens doesn't mean you get fried eggs every day. You know what I'm saying?
No shit.
Oh dear.
It's a shit job. That's why you should be doing it. Well, that's why you should be doing it. Now, it's supposed to be raining today. In fact, it's supposed to be raining right now, according to the forecast. But we've lost too many opportunities listening to the weather forecast, haven't we? But it does look rather black over there. That'll work. Perfect. Get yourself ready, woman. There's action about to happen here. Alright, will you... That's alright, I got it on my foot, don't worry about it. Yeah. Underneath the pipes, babe. Underneath. Now I would stop there, let's do the next one quickly while my foot's being squashed. Can you manage? Don't stand on the board, please.
This one?
No! My toes are already going numb, Jesus. This man needs a pause.
Okay, come.
Jesus.
Come.
No, come where? You're pulling the thing skewed, woman.
Happy?
No.
Why?
I don't know, I'm looking for a reason. And just like that, the cardboard's done. Now time to do the cardboard in the second bed. This is going to be fun.
Hang on, we've got to make this.
Remember I said my gut feel was, it's not going to rain? It's raining. We're in the hoop house, waiting for it to stop, hopefully. So after that little argument,
Wife one.
or was it a debate?
No, it was just logic.
Women's logic, you don't understand. Women's logic is not logic. How long have I been trying to explain
No,
that
it's
to you?
common sense.
Misogynist munch.
Might go
Okay,
to jail
I
for
need a
that.
spade.
Spade's just over there where you threw it.
Yeah, no, a proper spade.
Here we go again.
And the rain's back. So we'll hide out in the hoop house again. Hopefully it stops. So that's the weather at the moment. It's raining, it's overcast, but we're still generating about 790 watts. So we had some lunch. The sun came out, came back to the garden to carry on sorting out the cucumber beds. I guess you can hear what's going on at the moment. Determined or dumb? You decide. Gardening in the rain. It's crazy. Now, just in case you're wondering why we're gardening in the rain, there's housework Mandy doesn't want to be doing. We're supposed to be fair weather gardeners, babe.
Yeah, put the cardboard down. If we don't cover it,
Yeah.
it'll be fucked.
There you go, potty mouth again.
I didn't.
Last bit of compost going in. Cucumber bed and the first tomato bed. Almost ready to get the final layer of soil on before we plant. Hopefully Saturday, babe.
Saturday's the day, I think. The weather's starting to warm up at night.
Yeah, so hopefully the seedlings survive this year. So it's looking better already. All been trimmed. Watch your eyes. If I get time, I'll run over it with a mower tomorrow just to get it nice and even and pick up any of the other grass and stuff. It can all go on the compost. So it's another day. Mandy's just weeding the last half of the second tomato bed. Get all of that out. Take all the soil out, fresh compost, and then those beds are done. It's just that section over there with the broccoli that's gone to seed we got to clear up. Went for breakfast. Mandy cleared out the bed. It's a hard worker. Okay, so take 2 on vertically growing cucumbers. Changing it up a bit. In place here, so if you want to hold that, don't worry.
No, you
See, I don't need you. I don't need you.
Back off.
Aren't you embarrassed by your daughter's potty mouth?
Yes, dear.
That's the secret to a long, healthy, successful marriage. 2
So they
words.
say, hey.
Yes, dear. Whatever you say, dear. Ah, no, man. This is how this thing all get cut here.
We got this to make a temporary chicken fence.
Keep the chickens in.
Yes, that's what it was bought for. That's what it's sold
But
for.
they just climb through the holes.
But they went straight through the holes. When we were just starting to do here, and we tried to keep them away.
That's going to work. You sure did marry up in the world, eh? You punched above your weight.
You think?
Yeah.
You've worked out, have you?
Yeah, I'm a genius. But you knew that already.
By the way.
Hey, this was my idea.
That's what I've done. I've just stapled it along the top there. Stapled it on the side. And then as we pull it tight, it should pull fairly straight. I'll show you when it's done. So lots of stapling, followed by lots more stapling. Almost there. Okay, cucumber bed done, prepped for planting. We just got to put a bit more compost in there and soil. I don't know if you can see the green netting that I've hung. We bought that to keep chickens in, but they seem to fit through the gaps, so we're reusing it. I think this is going to work for the cucumbers. Mandy cracking on with the last bed there. I can give her a hand now that I've done the netting on the cucumber bed. Last one to clean and prep. Now we've got to find more cardboard. So things are progressing steadily. Like I said, everybody needs a Mandy in their life. They get all the work done by Friday. So all beds cleared. We're not going to clear this one over here that's got peppers in. Whether they survive or not, who the hell knows? We'll see. But now ready to get cardboard. That's the hardest part, it seems, at the moment. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're putting bracing on the center pole. And if it's not straight, blame Mandy. She held the spirit level, hey?
I think you'll find it be perfect.
Of course it will, babe. There we go.
It's too dark.
brace it that way and that way to stop it from doing what this one did.
Oh, you need to tell me
See?
again.
It's like a seesaw. I need somewhere to anchor the cross brace here to stop it doing this, and I figured this is probably the best place to do it. And that's nicely in the middle of two emitters, so it's not going to affect any planting. Good. Okay, so that's square. I'm going to screw that in position and then cut and measure a brace here for 45, and I'll do the same on the other end. Close enough. So after screwing this piece in at the top, I then proceeded to screw that piece in at the bottom. The first screw went in fine, the second screw went through the first piece of wood, through the second piece of wood and into my finger. Can you see any flesh on the tip? So that's what we did. Back to work. I'm not being rude, I'm just showing you my finger. The middle one, as it so happens. Okay, so we're just getting ready to hang the fencing, staple it in place and stretch it tight for the first tomato bed. And the battery's about to die, so that's about all you're going to get of that. You'll probably see it next when it's finished. So we start another day. Get that finished and planted today. This is the next step in preparing the beds. This is the old compost potting soil, whatever you want to call it, that the chickens have been scratching and digging through and crapping in for the last couple of months. So we're just sieving out all the crap, and that'll go on the top of the beds. This is the stuff that we've just sieved. It looks really good. If you compare it over here where we've already thrown some, see the difference. That's the compost out the bins, and this is the soil that we've sieved. So we're going to fill all the beds, top them all off with this nice fine compost. Lots of work to do.
5 barrows later, and the first bed will be complete.
Oh, I haven't got my gloves now.
Cucumbers ready to go in the ground. Carrots to transplant. Basil, and the butternut will be going out the back.
So my work here is done. It's now handed over to Mandy, who's going to start planting out the first lot of cucumbers. So Mandy just feels along the pipe to find the emitter and then knows where to dig the hole. So these are the first cucumbers going in.
Hello world, how are you? Yes, it's the few. So while you were out being the hunter-gatherer,
I didn't get any cardboard.
yeah, that's so disappointing.
I know, Tuesday.
You didn't smile enough.
Trust me, there was no cardboard. Tuesday.
Well, we planted the first
Cucumbers.
cucumbers in dill.
And dill. Ah, okay, I see the dill over there. Dill.
And the dill's put where there's a different variety starting.
Okay.
A little bit of reason to my madness.
Oh, cool. There you go. Oh, we've got quite a few done.
Yeah, I've run out now. I have to go plant more.
We'll just plant pips. So the whole reason I went to town was to get more cardboard. I didn't get any. That's all we got, which is not enough to do these beds. So I'll get the netting done, and we'll get the soil and that topped up next week. Now, I didn't get a chance to film how we did the bottom of the sort of plastic netting that we strung. I just used a piece of fencing wire and just tightened it up by hand, didn't use anything to stretch it. That seems to have worked out pretty well. It's pretty tense, it's not too loose, so I think that's perfect. Oh, much better than the other ones. Hey?
I've replaced a few that died overnight.
Overnight? It just took one night and they're dead.
Place those.
Yeah, okay, I look at these this morning. Yeah.
So
Okay. Well, there we go. Spring has sprung. You missed a hole.
that's gone in it.
That one over there.
Yeah?
I can't see one in there.
I'm coming back to that.
So you did miss it. First lot of tomato seedlings in. They're a little bit small if you ask me, but apparently they were getting leggy, so they needed to go in. Okay, so that's it for this week. It's 20 to 4, Saturday afternoon. We didn't get everything done we wanted to, but that's just the way it is when you live off grid, I suppose. You do what you can do when you can do it. There's only 2 of us. But we've got the first 2 hanging garden beds done, cucumbers planted, tomatoes planted. All in all, I think it's been a good week. We also got the waterproofing done.
Transplanted strawberries.
More strawberries?
I transplanted.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And in the things there.
The zucchinis, yeah.
Peppers.
Yeah. And we got more peppers gone in over here, under the Coke bottles, keeping them warm for now.
Dill, basil, tomatoes and cucumbers.
You heard it.
And
Dill.
butternut.
So, yeah.
More tomorrow.
Yeah, so we haven't mowed yet. We just trimmed because it was that long. I didn't want to cut the grass in case there were stones and everything lying around, which there were. So we'll give it a cut with a mower, get it all neatened up. Strawberries are looking good. Everything's looking good at the moment. Even the garlic's looking good. Carrots are coming along. Took Mandy hours to transplant these seedlings. And another 30 odd have gone in there today. So that's the apricot tree that we grew from an apricot seed from our tree. Look at the size of the roots. We've just pulled it out the pot. We're going to plant it in the garden now. Awesome.